Hey, I'm Tommy Cleddy. I'm here at the Music Zoo today, and I wanted to talk about this guitar. This is a Nitro Aged Charvel Relic with roasted mahogany and roasted maple neck. So it's got to be 10 years now that 10 years ago we did a video just like this with the original Charvel Nitro guitar that we did, and it was our idea at the time. Charvel was still kind of finding their way, and they were still using the hockey stick headstock, and I'd gone to them and said, hey, you know, I think a lot of the Charvel fans really like the Strat headstock, and it's an important part of like what we identify, at least the 80s guys like myself identify with a Charvel, Strat headstock, Warren DeMartini, George Lynch, Steve Vai, like all of these guitar, J.K. Lee, all these players that were playing the Charvel with, and Eddie Van Halen. So with that said, you know, we went to them, I got to figure this out, and there was all this legal stuff that they had to figure out, and Fender had to agree to let Charvel, even if it's the same company, it's all silliness. But anyway, it happened. We got them to build a guitar, and we were making these Nitro and Nitro Aged guitars. I had a neck that I had loved that I sent them to spec out, and it was two necks I had, and I sent both, and just kind of this neck is sort of a combination of both of them. And one was from a Charvel that I have from early '82 that I still own, and one was from a guy that is known all over the world by Night Bob. And Night Bob, Bob worked for Aerosmith for years. He was the sound engineer for like their live sound, Aerosmith's live sound engineer for years for Toys in the Attic and Rocks, and like the whole glory days of that band. He took that whole ride. He worked with Steely Dan. He's done a million things, and he's a huge guitar nerd like all of us, and collects Charvels and BC Riches and all the Aerosmith guitars that they were buying. You know, he was right behind them buying the same guitars. So when Joe Perry and Brad would go to Charvel like and buy stuff, that he'd buy one, and it was kind of cool. And was selling a Star. I bought the Star body guitar from him, and the neck on that guitar was amazing. So the neck on that guitar, Mike Eldred, one of Grover Jackson's first employees, had a '63 Strat at Charvel that they used to use to kind of spec out necks. And that was the mule for Charvel for years. They'd use that neck off the '63 Strat and kind of try to get close with their necks. And Mike had actually felt these guitars, and because he worked with us on this neck profile and that guitar, and it was just like, it's any guy that's played a Charvel that's come into this store or we're friends with or whatever, and we put this neck in their hand, they always go like, this is it, this is amazing. It's truly one of the nicest, most comfortable guitar necks. Fender, Gibson, Charvel, whoever, it's just a great guitar neck. So with all of that said, 10 years later, we're still working on these guitars. So what did we do now? We're roasting mahogany and using roasted mahogany, a roasted maple neck, just to kind of add to the fun. The pickups we've done, I think there's a JB and a quarter pounder. However, we're doing them with bare knuckles pickups now, and just like, you know, like more shreddy things, and like gent style or sounding pickups, as well as, you know, just continue to add to the flavor. This one is black over Daphne blue. That's slime green, black over slime green. And we're just testing our parameters, seeing what we could do, bringing in different things. And we still feel like the sky's the limit with these guitars, and we continue to keep exploring, having fun. And dare I say that now a lot of the pro mods are starting to look like our guitars that we spec'd out 10 years ago. Anyway, this is where it started, and we'll take that as a compliment, I guess. But these are worth checking out. They're wonderful, custom-made, handmade guitar still for, you know, an affordable price, and you're playing something that like somebody like a Vai or an Eddie would play and love, and they're fantastic. And I feel like we really found the nuances that were missing, and maybe still missing on some guitars. And they're available here at the zoo.